the Spot. Vacation's over. EA skating through with NHL 07, LucasArts drops in with LEGO Star Wars 2, and then we're enlisting with Company of Heroes. Plus, we try out Japanese games Every Extend Extra, Bullet Witch, and Bomberman Act Zero. That's not the Bomberman you're looking for. We're live and on the spot. Everybody, and welcome to On the Spot, GameSpot's live show. We do it every Thursday afternoon. We play a whole bunch of games, we take your questions, and we just pretty much have a good time, right, Jeff Gerstmann?
A great time.
We have a great time, and we have a great show for you today.
That works out really well, then.
Can you tell how energetic I am?
Yeah, you came back and wrested control away, and man, the king of the mountain and all
Slept
that.
on a beach. You guys did some crazy stuff while I was gone.
Yeah, then we had some fun. Man, the chair's a real big responsibility. I didn't realize, you didn't warn me.
Yeah.
What kind of power came with it. So it's like I had the whole run of just crazy emotion over 2 weeks. You know, it's like in and out of rehab. I dated Kate Moss for about 5 hours. It was a mess.
I haven't done any of those things.
Oh.
Ryan Davis, what do we got going on during today's show, sir?
Oh, man, our show is so action-packed today. It is ridiculous. We have a sneak peek at Splinter Cell Double Agent. We have a trio of import Japanese games. We've got Every Extend Extra for the PSP. We've got Bullet Witch for the Xbox 360. And we've got Bomberman Act Zero also for the Xbox 360. Our friends at EA have shown up with NHL 07. Our friends from LucasArts have shown up with LEGO Star Wars 2. We've got Matt Rory's going to be playing some Company of Heroes on the PC.
That's so much stuff!
That's so much stuff!
Oh my gosh!
And of course, you, the viewers, can send in your questions about all this stuff, and we will ask them live on the air.
Thank you, Ryan Davis.
Of course.
Nice work. We're going to let you take the rest of the show off, I think.
I'm out of here.
All right, get out of here. Jeff Gerstmann, there's some big news announced. I believe it was yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
Is that that they've chosen the director for the new Halo movie?
Oh, yeah.
And it's actually a guy that sounds kind of cool.
It's like he's like an unknown, right?
He's
kind of came out of the
relatively
woodwork.
unknown.
Yeah.
You may have seen some of his stuff before. He does some commercial stuff. He does some cool shorts that are kind of viral, get around out there.
Maybe he's the next McG.
Hopefully he's gonna be. What did McG do?
Fastlane.
Oh no, he's way better than that.
Okay, all right, cool.
His name is Neil Blomkamp, I believe is how you say it. He's South African. He makes some really cool stuff. And actually, the fine folks at Spy Films, the people who helped produce one of his movies called Alive in Joburg, are allowing us to show a clip of his movie.
Cool.
And we're going to show it to you right now, so you get maybe a little taste of what the Halo movie might look like. Check it out.
When I first landed, we noticed that they had these really fantastic bio suits. But then, the apartheid government noticed that these aliens were moving into new areas. And this is when the government started to get tougher. This is when things started to get out of hand.
And that is Alive in Joburg, at least the first minute and a half minute. The whole thing runs for about 6.5 minutes. I suggest you find it. You go to spyfilms.com. It's right there. And thank you, the folks at Spy Films, for showing us that. Right now, though, we are joined by Mr. David Lippman, associate producer for NHL 07. Hey, David.
Hey, Rich, good to see you.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Good to be here. I was here last year.
You were here last year. You brought NHL 06. You teased us with the surprise that NHL 94 could be found in NHL 06. You didn't let us play it, but you're here. It's cool. You're here now with NHL 07. We had your associate Dean Richards on with us when he did our live show at EA. He showed us all kinds of great shootout stuff. We kind of ran out of time with the 5-on-5, so now we brought you here, and mainly because since hockey is the greatest sport in the world, hockey is always welcome on the show.
That's great to hear.
So
we all know that in Canada, that it is the greatest sport in the world, and hopefully it'll grow more in the United States as well. I'm from New York, so there is a lot of hockey there as well with the Rangers and the Islanders.
It's true.
But the thing with 360, the thing with NHL 07 is it's a brand new start. It's a new system, next generation. Everything we did this year for the 360 version is new and improved and is setting the foundation for the future. We asked ourselves, what could we do on next gen that we could not do on current gen? And that's the game you're going to see.
Cool. Well, let's see it. Let's hop right into it.
Okay, so just before we started, I played for about a minute, and I got something in replay just to show the viewers what NHL 07 on the 360 is all about. So I'm skating in with the puck here. Dean Richards showed shootout and showed the control. So as everyone knows, our right analog is your hockey stick this year. And you can deke with it, you could shoot with it, and everything you could do on the ice in real life you could do in our game. So as you see, I come in over the blue line, I hold the puck out, so I'm protecting the puck from the defenseman, from the CPU defender. I hold it out, I could pass out of here, so I pass off of that to my teammate who takes a one-timer at the net. So last year, I think some of our hardcore users got to use the one-timer a bit too much, and it was a little too easy to score with the one-timer. So as you see here, our one-timers, you really have to time them correctly. You're not going to get the exact same power that you got last year. If you try a one-timer from a bad angle, your player will not get a good shot off. You might even miss entirely, which is pretty cool for hockey fans that know that the one-timer is not the be-all, end-all of scoring goals. So I take a one-timer. The next biggest thing to notice here is the goalie movement as he comes across. Our goalie has to move like a real goalie. Alex Auld of the Panthers did our mocap, and you notice how he moves over, makes a save. He can make a save to anywhere. His limbs are independent of his animation. So my shot right there, if I had shot a bit lower, his blocker actually would have moved lower, independent of his movement and his animation. And next you'll notice the puck. The puck is 100% in real physics all the time. So this puck off his blocker right here is exactly how it would go off of a real goalie in the NHL. And for us, that's pretty cool.
Was it hard to do all this? It sounds like you almost had to start from scratch. You're adding so much stuff to this.
It's true. We said to ourselves, do we want to just port stuff up from current gen, or do we want to start new? And we said, let's start new. Let's start a new foundation. I think last year in our current gen version, the puck and the goalie kind of were combined. The goalie actually said, hey, shoot the puck here so I know if I could save it. This year, with the way the goalie can move and how the goalie can save to anywhere, the puck can be totally free. And now the goalie could just move saying, hey, I have to stop that puck. Where do I move my arms to save it? So it was tough, but the guys put in so much hard work. We had a great team, and you're going to see the results.
Well, let's see it. Let's hop into some live action here. Enough of this this replay.
All right, let me just show you this one last thing.
Okay, fine.
This is kind of cool. So this is a CPU defender. He gets the puck. He's a defensive defenseman. We have player types in the game.
Right.
I'm on him really tight here, so he just dumps it around the glass instead of trying to make a straight pass.
I like the reflection there. That's cool.
The graphics go without saying how beautiful this game is. So let's go in and you ask away whatever you want.
Nice. Carrie Guskos, as always, we take live questions from you, the audience. Any questions, Carrie?
Yeah, lots of questions coming in. A lot of them coming in about the online mode. Andrew from Detroit, Michigan wants to know about any of the new aspects to the online game. Specifically, can you load saved games for online play or any of the other features?
Well, our online is across EA Sports is pretty similar. We have on Xbox Live, we'll have our games and our leaderboards and our setup for online games, and we're going to even have some surprise content available for download, and of course the roster downloads.
If you want to break in, if you want to announce any surprises here, we're always.
Is it NHL 94 on Marketplace? Is that the secret?
That'd be kind of sweet.
That'd be pretty awesome.
That'd be pretty awesome.
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to say it.
I think
just saying, that'd be pretty awesome.
He just said yes, I think.
Yeah.
Right. Next question, Carrie.
Yeah, Keenan Nurmsu from Vernon, British Columbia. Aside from the NHL, what leagues will be featured in the game? Any junior leagues like the CHL, for example?
Ooh.
Well, that is a great question. We have the AHL. Well, we do not have the AHL, but we do have minor leagues. And we focus on the NHL. We have the world team, so we have about 40 different countries representing the world teams. For the 360, we do not have the elite leagues. We do not have the licenses to any of the minor leagues as of right now. But in our dynasty, you can send your players down to the minors.
Is there any plans, maybe, let's say, a college hockey game in the works? Maybe the college baseball's out there. EA did a great job with that. If you guys, need another idea.
I used to play hockey, and you're just getting me back into hockey mode. No comment.
Well, if you guys do it, just make sure you include D3. I'd really appreciate it.
All right.
Carrie, next question.
Sure. I lost who said it, but I'm just going to ask it. A lot of people asking about the fighting mechanics. So could you talk a little bit about the fighting in the game?
Our fighting has stayed pretty much the same from the last couple of years. I think we wanted to focus on the core elements of hockey this year, and fighting is not really a core element. We wanted to get the skating, the shooting, the goaltending, the deking, and the passing right first, and I think next year we'll blow out fighting a bit more. There is fighting, of course, and you can actually start a fight with a slash and get guys riled up out there. The hands are loose. One hand's always on a guy's shoulder. But for the most part, again, we focus on core gameplay elements.
Cool. Last question, Carrie.
Kevin Johnson from FPO in Japan. How easy or difficult is it to set up and execute the power play?
That's a great question. It's easier than last year because we did focus on player positioning. It all came together the last couple of weeks of our dev schedule, actually, where 3 producers were helping with the AI and where guys should set up. We have this awesome thing called the decision tree that actually lets producers help out and position players on the ice. And since 3 of our producers are either Division I college hockey players or ex-pro hockey players, we thought we could do that job. And we totally have guys playing their positions now. This is not a power play, but I could totally set up, and I just lost the puck, but I could totally set up and cycle the puck a bit, and my guys will stay in the correct positions.
Cool. Well, David, I got to say, thank you for coming by. The game is NHL 07. Platforms and release date, please?
NHL 07 for the Xbox 360 will be coming out September. We're shipping September 12th.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And as you still got time, so if you guys want to come by again, maybe everyone else will yell at me for that, but I'm going to invite you again.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
Thank you very much, David.
Okay.
Right now, standing by is Carrie with Matt Roy and Company of Heroes. Take it away, guys.
Hey. Hi, Rory. I have no idea. You brought my Company of Heroes. I got a chance to talk to the lead designer on Company of Heroes at E3, Josh Mascaro, nice guy.
Interesting.
Show me something I didn't see at E3.
Okay, I will try to do that.
So, what are you doing right now? How far are you in the campaign?
I'm in the campaign. I've taken over a town, and now the Germans are counterattacking it, so I'm trying to hold it against them. They're going to charge at me across a few bridges here. And what I'm basically going to do is try to destroy their tanks and destroy their units as they come across the bridges. Looks like I've got a couple of the bridges well defended. One of the cool things you can do here is set up barbed wire and also mines. So I've done that here. I'm going to show you something actually really cool here. One of these you can rotate all the way around and get a lot of good detail.
So to back it up, Company of Heroes is a real-time strategy game for PC only.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it about this game that is unique or interesting or,
Well, it's by the same guys who did Dawn of War, so there's a lot of interesting elements. One of the things they did add in from Dawn of War is this new command point system, where as you play, you'll earn experience points, and you can unlock special abilities and things like that. Well, the thing I just did was I called in artillery from off the screen, and that's one of the things you can unlock as you play. As you earn experience for killing units and things like that, you'll be able to unlock special abilities like that. It's kind of what they did in Battle for Middle-earth. Same kind of system, but they've added it in here as well, and it makes it for a pretty interesting technique because you have to specialize. You can either do airborne, infantry, or armor, and you have to pick one of those, and when you pick one, you can't go to the other one, so that's
what are you specializing in, infantry?
I think the campaign actually forces you to specialize in certain things per mission. I'm in infantry now, and you can see it's pretty similar. As you earn experience points, you get to unlock new things. I don't have anything available right now, but I've unlocked artillery, and that should be good enough to help me get these guys off of me as they try to charge in. Here's another tank.
So one of the big things about this game is the AI. How is the AI treating you, and have you seen anything kind of special that you want to point out?
Yeah, it's pretty good. The AI is actually pretty intelligent. They will attempt to retreat is one of the big things that a lot of AI doesn't always do. Like if I had a tank here and rolled it up, and I was about to overpower this enemy tank, they would actually pull back and attempt to retreat, but they would keep their face facing me, so they wouldn't get hit in the rear armor. Of course, it's kind of a moot point now because I just blew them up with artillery. In case you're wondering, the artillery does have a cost associated with it, so now I'm out of munitions, so I can't do it again. But
So how is the resource management in this game? How does that work?
it's pretty easy to do. If you see, like, you have different points around the map. Like, I'm trying to find one here. Here is my munitions point right here. Or this is a fuel point. So you have munitions, fuel, and manpower. And as you capture the different points, you'll get more of the resources, and they'll just flow in over time. You don't have to have guys collecting or anything like that. You get those automatically. So.
And now, have you checked out the multiplayer at all, or?
I haven't actually. I haven't tried it too much, but apparently they have a new Relic Online system that it sounds pretty interesting. So apparently it's going to be matchmaking through Relic, as far as I can tell. So it looks pretty interesting.
I don't know if you know this, Roy, but one of our favorite things to do on the spot is ask questions from the readers.
Oh, no.
Rich, do you have any questions over there?
Sure do. Our first question comes from Samuel Wood in the UK, and he is echoing a lot of people here. PC specs, Matt. What do you got to have to play this game?
Well, this isn't optimized, I don't think, yet. They're still about a month away from release. So I would imagine it's pretty hefty, I think. So it's going to require a good system, but I don't think we're going to know for sure the final specs until later in the month. You can always turn shaders down if you have an older system, and that seems to make it run pretty well. So.
Another question, Rich?
Sure. This question is from Dean Grove in Germany. He wants to know how the environment works in with the tactics.
It actually works pretty well. If you can see what I have going on here, I have a group of machine gunners inside a building. It's kind of like what they did in Active War Command & Conquer Generals, where you can put units inside buildings, and they'll be able to fire out. But if I have these guys going into the building here, if they came up with a tank or a flamethrower, they'd be able to destroy the building and kill these units. Or they could just use a flamethrower to burn them out. So it works pretty interesting.
What about all these buildings that you're blowing up and stuff? How is that destructible environments, and how do you use that to your advantage? And does the AI do it and all that stuff?
The AI is about to actually call in artillery on me, so we're probably going to see them try to blow up my town hall here. They can definitely, if you're inside of a building, they'll definitely try and shoot you out or use flamethrowers on you. So they'll definitely blow up buildings and use mortars and things like that to try to roost you out. So there's no safe place on the battlefield, and pretty much anything can be destroyed. Tanks can actually go through walls and things like that if they want to get to you. So
how's the length of the campaign so far?
It's pretty long. Anybody who played Dawn of War would know. Dawn of War only had about 12 or 13 missions, but they're each a couple hours in length. And it looks like this is kind of similar. I think there are about 15 missions to go through, but they're each about 2 to 3 hours long, as far as I can tell. Maybe not quite that long, but they're definitely require you to be a little methodical. So.
Rich, you got another question over there?
Sure, this is from Jacob Norwood in Arlington, Texas. Are there separate Axis and Allied campaigns? I'm going to guess no. Are the Axis playable at all? Since it's Company of Heroes, I would guess no.
In this build, we only have the Allies, but there also is a drop-down box for the maybe different campaigns in the future. So I think we're going to have to wait until we see a retail build to know that for sure.
I have one last question for you. It's from Lucas May in the Netherlands. A lot of European questions here today. Yeah.
Europe loves us. That's what it is.
He wants to know a little bit more about units. Are there hero units? Are there a lot of units? It's a hard word to say. Sorry.
There are a fair amount of units.
See?
There are no hero units that I can tell, but there are a good number of tanks, a lot of different artillery, infantry units, and special units you can unlock by upgrading your command points. So
very cool. Rory, this is coming out, you said, in a month or so?
September 11th is the release date.
Okay. Rich, I hear you got THQ over there.
No,
sorry, LucasArts over there.
Yeah, Carrie, you're lucky this is your last day, because otherwise we'd have to totally kick you right out. But thank you very much, Matt. That game looks great.
Cool.
We're joined right now over here by Jeffrey Gullett, assistant producer for LEGO Star Wars 2, the original trilogy.
That's right, LEGO Star Wars 2, the original trilogy.
And today we are playing which movie of the original trilogy?
It's Episode 4, A New Hope, the very first Star Wars movie.
So
exactly.
we're playing Star Wars today.
Right, exactly. For those of us that were there when it first came out, yeah, it was just Star Wars. That's all it was known as.
Now, before we get into the game, the question has to be asked: who shoots first in this version of Star Wars?
Well, it's the way that LEGO Star Wars works. Is it definitely takes a kind of tongue-in-cheek approach to it. So
like
there is a little bit of a twist to it,
Nice.
than what you see in either of the versions of the movies. So.
Cool.
I think people will be fine with it, though. I don't think.
I
think the
assume
fanboys will appreciate it. Yeah.
Good. And they're the ones that count.
Exactly.
Well, let's hop right into the game. Where are we right now?
Right now we're inside the Mos Eisley Cantina, and this is kind of the hub of the game. If you remember in the first LEGO Star Wars, it was Dexter's Diner. This time it's the Mos Eisley Cantina, and this is where you'll access all the different levels and see all of your characters you've unlocked as you go through the game. So we're going to go right in here to the first area, which is For a New Hope. and go into the first level here, Secret Plans, which will be instantly recognizable as the first scene of Star Wars.
If you're Princess Leia, then you gotta assume you're gonna be, on the Corvette running for your life.
Yep.
Yep.
This is in the blockade runner, the Tantive 4.
That's what it is. Now, tell us a little bit about the humor of Lego Star Wars.
Well, it is, like I said, it has a real tongue-in-cheek, approach to the story. So it's sort of a parody in a way of the Star Wars movies, but it still, maintains the spirit of them, and you still have all of the great epic adventure of those movies. But it definitely takes a twist on it, and a lot of times in ways you wouldn't expect it by, throwing in weird elements that are out of nowhere, like having you might be. I think I'll show you in the next level. There's definitely some pretty humorous elements. But
And it's great how you guys get that humor to come across, and you have no dialogue in
that's
the
right.
game
Yeah,
at
they
all.
don't speak at all. They have little grunts and groans you'll hear every once in a while, but there's no dialogue at all.
Like we have a gameplay movie up of the these aren't the droids you're looking for part.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
You hear the guy go like,
Yeah.
It's like, we know what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. If you're familiar with the movies, you'll definitely appreciate a lot of the jokes.
So set the stage here.
So here we are. This is the very beginning of the entire Star Wars saga. As, the Empire is about to board Princess Leia's ship to try and get back the stolen Death Star plans.
I love how it's all Legos.
Yeah, everything. But the universe the world itself is not all built out of Lego, because we wanted to still give it the feeling of realism in a sense, but with a lot of Lego elements. Like you see right there, that console that she's working on is made out of Lego, but not everything in the world is. But there is a lot of Lego elements, and like you'll see right here, building is a big part of what makes Lego Lego. So this is a new ability we've added this time around. In the first game, only the Jedi could build using the Force.
Right.
This time, since the original trilogy movies doesn't have a lot of Jedi in it, so we added this new ability that all of the non-droid characters will be able to build with Legos.
Leia's kind of a Jedi. She just doesn't know it.
Right, she hasn't come into her own Jedi ways yet.
Oh, spoilers.
Well,
But
I'm
the,
sorry.
As you can
The
see,
next 3 movies will
Right.
have that.
the world is highly destructible, so almost everything you see you'll be able to interact with in some way, whether it's destroying it or breaking it, using the bricks to build things. So the stormtroopers here have broken in, so we're going to...
So you're talking about unlockable characters. How do you unlock a character's game? Do you just run across them? Do you have to do something special? Or?
There's a couple different ways. As you play through the story, different story characters will become available. Like in this, after finishing this level, you'll have Princess Leia and R2-D2 and C-3PO, for example. And then, so as you play through the story, those characters that you interact with in the story will become available. But then you also buy characters in the cantina by using the studs that you collect. The studs are like a currency
Right.
that you use, and when you go into the cantina, you go up to the bar and you go talk to the bartender, and there's a whole list of characters you can go through. And as you get through the game, more and more of those characters will then become available for you to purchase. And that's how you get some of the special characters, too, that you'll need in free play mode to access hidden areas that only can be accessed by certain characters. For example, like you may need a bounty hunter to
Right.
enter a certain door, so you would have to go buy one of the bounty hunters from the cantina in order to get in there.
Carrie Guskos,
Yes, sir.
here we take questions during the show. Is that correct?
That's one of our favorite things to do.
It is. Do you have any?
Sure do. A lot of people asking this question, but I'm going to take Roger Ortiz's because he's from Flushing. How many characters are playable, or can you talk a little bit about what characters are playable, good, bad, that whole
Okay.
thing?
Almost every character that you can remember from the movies is available in the game. We have over 50 playable characters from the original trilogy. All of the heroes, as well as many side characters that maybe didn't even have lines in the movies, are there. Plus, I think I can announce this now, for the Xbox 360, because all the other platforms were allowing you to import your save game from the first Lego Star Wars, so all of those characters will then become available. And we are going to, on the Xbox 360, make it a downloadable through Xbox Live. You can download all of those original characters, so you can add all of those. That's another 50 characters, so you can have over 100 playable characters in the game.
Cool. Is that going to be free? Are you hooking us up, or is that going to be?
There is going to be, I can't remember how many points it's going to be. It's very inexpensive. though.
8,000.
I think it's actually far less than that.
All right. Good.
I don't know what if that's been working.
I can't do the math. Carrie, more questions, please.
Sure. Some people want to know if there's going to be online co-op on Live for the 360.
No, there's no online component of the game. It is, but we still support the drop-in, drop-out co-op that the first game did. So at any time, another player can just plug another controller in and press start and jump right into the game. And then when they want, they can just press start and drop out, and you can go back to single player then.
Cool. Right now we're seeing Luke pick out his droids. He doesn't get to go to Tashi Station pick up his power converters.
No. Here's a little twist in the story. The Jawas actually come and steal the droids from him after he's bought them. So.
Nice. That's a quicker way to tell that part.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite little humorous elements. We got one of the Tusken Raiders is milking a bantha right there.
Nice. Carrie, more questions, please?
Sure, Kirby 106 from Michigan. How many levels are there? What levels are there? Is the whole movie?
It's all 3 of the original trilogy movies, and each one is broken up into 6 levels, plus there are bonus levels for each of the episodes, for episodes 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I think in total we end up with 24 levels, I think, including all the bonus levels.
Cool. Now, I asked before, I was joking about who shot first. Do you guys find yourselves taking stuff from just the original Star Wars, the special edition work in a little bit?
There's a little of both. You see some elements every once in a while from the special editions, and a lot of stuff from the original versions. So it's kind of a mix of the two, really.
So it's like Jimmy Smith's look out the window before Alderaan blows up?
No, we don't have any of those.
Okay.
But you do, for example, when you see the Ghost version of Anakin, it is it is the Ghost version from the original Lego Star Wars 1.
Got
so
you.
It is that version of Anakin.
One last question, please, Carrie.
Well, then you know what question I'm going to ask. Dean Grove asked it, and I'm asking it too. How will the achievement points work in the 360 version of the game?
Finally.
We do support the achievements, and there's lots of different ways to earn them. Some just as simple as finishing a level will get a point. Other ones are going to be by collecting all of the mini kits, for example. So we've broken it up all throughout the game. Some of them are going to be fairly easy to get, and some of them are going to be very difficult.
So, Jeffrey, when does Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, come out?
We come out September 12th worldwide, pretty much across every platform. Right now we're on the Xbox 360, the original Xbox, as well as the PS2, the PSP, the DS, GBA, GameCube, and PC.
That's 8. That's all. I think that's all of them.
Yeah.
No Engage version.
No.
Special edition for PS3?
Gizmondo. Okay. Well, thank you, Jeffrey. You should come back sometime soon. You can show us a little Empire, a little Hoth,
definitely.
maybe,
Yeah,
some Jedi.
absolutely.
Down the road. All right, appreciate it. And actually, you're going to like this next segment.
Am I?
You are. We have a brand new segment we're debuting today, thought of and created by our own Vinny Caravella, bringing you the hot button issues found in our very own GameSpot forums. It's called Bonk. Take it away, Vinny.
Thanks, Rich. Everybody wants peace. Some peace is easy and adorable, like a truce between a kitty and a puppy. But some is harder. Take Yankees and Red Sox fans, for example. But for some folks, peace is found in a galaxy far, far away. In case you missed it this week, the Off Topic Forum hosted the ongoing debate, Star Trek vs. Star Wars Round 2, Most Annoying, which seeks to build common ground onto which all sci-fi nerds can stand. From the Star Wars galaxy, the nominees were the lovable metrosexual robot C-3PO and Jar Jar, obvious choice, Binks. Star Trek universe counter with Quirk and Neelix, whoever they are. While early posts hinted that Jar Jar would walk away with this one, things quickly began to unravel as an argument over which sci-fi universe has the most powerful weapons threatened to ignite the thread into an intergalactic nerd-off. The argument began simply enough with the vote cast for Neelix by Captain Hawkeye stating, "Neelix, my god, I dreamt I had 30 or so Federation battleships and took that 30-year haul across the Delta Quadrant just to find his homeworld and blow it into hell." This, of course, erupted into a discussion over the best way to actually wipe out Neelix's homeworld, as posters hotly debated the firing power of starships versus star destroyers. Now, I'll spare you the gory details, but here are some tidbits I picked up along the way. Star Wars lasers are not, I repeat, not the same as Star Trek phasers. Slave 1 could easily take out the Enterprise D without any real damage. 2 transphasic torpedoes killed 1 Borg cube, and of course, on the Kardashev civilization scale, a scale that shows the technological and social power of society and civilization, 1 is represented as any pre-warp society limited to a single planet, and 100 is represented as, well, basically God. On this scale, our modern society sits at 0.72, Federation society is 0.3, the Borg is similar at 43, the Star Wars Galaxy 95, and the Q continuum is 96. Now, before everyone breaks out the fanfiction, things seem to settle down after a few discussions on the political taste of the Rebels versus the Federation, and of course the inevitable showdown between the ships from each series. proving that once again, be your weapon of phaser or lightsaber, the Riders of Rohan would whoop your ass. As far as the poll goes, though, the most annoying sci-fi character is, of course, George Lucas. For more on the power of a Death Star blast, roughly 20 billion trillion megatons, the return of Pee-wee's Playhouse on Adult Swim, or to find out what 2 things our users can't live without, the answers may shock you. Make sure to bump your way over to forums.gamespot.com. Back to you, Rich.
Thank you very much, Vinny. That was bump.
Don't forget to bump.
Bump. Oh,
Sometimes
man.
we forget how important the discussions can get.
There's a lot of great stuff going on our forums, and Vinny and us will bring it to you on a consistent basis
That's
going
right.
forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, we are joined by someone who is as well up on the argument between Star Wars and Star Trek, who has the most annoying character.
Yeah, but I'm not going to take a position on that.
You're not?
I've declared staunch neutrality on that issue.
We appreciate that, Brad Shoemaker. What game have you brought with you today, sir?
I have a strange game called Bullet Witch for the Xbox 360. Just came out in Japan.
Is it big in Japan?
I don't know if it's big in Japan,
No.
but it's out in Japan.
It's on the
That
Xbox
counts.
360, so no.
Yeah, in fact, yeah.
Basically.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Well, tell
actually.
us about Bullet Witch here. I'm guessing there are bullets and witches.
Yeah, you're a bullet witch. It's the future. Like, there's demons.
2013.
2013. Okay, so you know more about it than I do.
You're in a suburb of New York City.
Yeah, so it's 2013. You're a bullet witch. You're killing demons. You're trying to save the
I want
world.
to eat a delicious bullet witch.
So is that a gun? What do you got? What do you got there? You got a broom.
I believe it's called the gun rod, but I think it looks like a high-tech broom. I mean, you are a witch, you know. So
Yeah.
But, so you got all these crazy powers. You can flip all over the place.
You can totally flip out.
The broom doubles as both a gun, as you can see here, and then also you can do these.
What the heck is that?
I don't know. Oh,
Shoot the brain
you know
thing,
what?
dude.
I actually have it queued up right before the money shot. I'm just gonna kill the big brain right now.
That's not the.
Okay, there we go. Demo over. That's all you needed to see.
Oh, that was a dude floating from a giant brain.
Big, gross, floating brain, and I killed it.
And that makes barriers turn off.
Yeah,
Just like
that's-
real life.
Yeah, exactly. Totally.
That was like a Futurama episode gone wrong. Right there, I think.
Yep. This game is it's developed by Cavia of Drakengard fame, which is maybe a dubious sort of fame to have. But
Oh, and you just walked through some crates.
yeah, okay. Well,
You're a witch. You don't need to.
yeah.
let's ignore that
clip
part.
Things.
Okay.
Yeah, but so you've got this is just the first level of the game. You start out with just this first gun rod, but I understand that later you can get other kinds of guns, like this is just a machine gun.
Well, let's see some spells, dude.
Okay, well, I'm getting to an appropriate
Okay,
place
fine.
to use them. I do want to point out, I just want to put this out there, this game has a really unforgiving damage system. You take damage very quickly.
Okay.
Oh,
if
so
I-
what? You're gonna pull a Brad?
So if I should happen to drop the ball for any reason, I'm going to take
And
I'm going to
just
take
wanna
a
point out
pass.
that they just put extra pressure on you. Your family is watching you from
Yeah,
the computer right now.
they happen to be here visiting
They're
today.
right over there.
Yeah,
They're
so
like right there.
no pressure at all, definitely.
We
But
won't put a camera on them. Don't worry about it.
please don't.
What's
Okay.
that wall?
That is the ancient wall spell. So I'll do another
That
one here
wall
real
didn't look
quick.
that old, dude.
It had
It's
like
got
matrix
like
writing.
it's got
on
like
it.
runes and
You
stuff.
just
I thought
put
it
that
looked like
there.
dumb bricks.
Yeah, but so that's
that old.
the
Isn't that old?
first.
You just put it there. I saw
Stucco
you.
or
That's a
something.
cool
Yeah.
wall.
That's the
I like
first-
the wall.
First spell you start out with, it's just a little defensive thing, as you can see.
Due to the brain.
Let me kill another brain here.
So I'm gonna ask the question, which is the only reason why you'd be playing Bullet Witch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lucy McCain Remner from London. How will the achievement points work in the game, and
How
how
did
easy
I
are
guess?
they to achieve?
How did I guess that was the question?
How many achievement point questions is Carrie going to work in here, being your last show?
How many
You gotta
360
put in,
games do we
As
have on the
many
show
as you
today?
can, I
Yeah,
would assume.
we have one more after this. Yeah.
So probably a 1-to-1 ratio there.
I glanced over the achievements before I came on here, and oh, there's a tank. You get some points just for finishing each level. You get points for beating it on each difficulty. I think there's like costumes you can unlock, and you get more points for that. One thing I haven't shown a lot of is you can blow up just about everything in the environment. Like there's this tank here that's trying to take me out, and for some reason you can shoot this water tower, and then the water tower falls on the tank.
Did it kill the
So
tank?
that's it's supposed to. I don't
Do it.
I don't know if it did or not.
It's because you're running away.
Yeah.
Because these guys are shooting me, and I've got a reputation.
back.
I got a
Are there,
rep-
are there any questions
got a
from the
rep to
crowd about
maintain
Bullet?
here.
There's someone who's written the show every week asking how Bullet Witch put in, and I'm assuming they wrote us some questions.
Well, there are a lot of questions coming in.
Hit us.
Colin Murray from Michigan wants to know if this game is coming to the U.S., and if so, will they be taking anything out?
It is, as a matter of fact, coming here. Atari just announced that they're going to bring it out. I think
Yesterday,
early,
I think,
and early next year, I think, is when it's coming here. So, they just pull up that
Did you
truck.
just get a new spell called Thunder?
I did, in fact. I'm
Bring the thunder.
I'm going to show you that. That is a pretty cool spell, actually.
How's
Cooler
it?
than the sweet
Oops.
wall.
Let me see if I can use it here.
Oh gosh, he gave me this guitar.
Yeah, it does. It does kind of look like a guitar.
Yeah, it
actually.
does.
But
Bring the
yeah,
thunder.
so okay.
Wait, where did the thunder
There.
go?
Oh, I had to see. Like it
It seems
doesn't.
more lightning-like.
You get to
than
like
thunder.
target the.
Do it. Oh!
There we go.
Yeah, that
It
was
needs a
kind of
water
like
tower, dude.
I know,
Orbital
seriously.
strike looking thing.
That
pretty
was pretty good. Yeah. And then there's some more stuff to blow up over here if you like to see some.
Blow it up while
All right.
Carrie
Shoot
asks
that
more
sign.
questions.
All right.
Fresh Burger Kitchen.
the gangster panda from Norway.
The.
He's
one and
Yank-
only.
he's
The one and only?
Yankerus. Wants to know, does this game feature any multiplayer?
Not that I saw. I don't think it does. Sorry.
Fine.
Does it feature a Fresh Burger Kitchen?
Maybe.
All right, I'll ask another question.
Yeah,
then.
it totally does. I didn't even notice that.
This game's rude.
It is pretty.
Don't lie, Brad. Emil Olafsson from Calix wants to know, is the shooting and the magic the sort of major components of the game?
Yeah,
Are there vehicles or any other characters? Or
Like I said, this is the first level. We just got this game this morning, so I can't say for sure. I think I'm about to die here.
Here to go. Don't die, your family's watching.
I know. I'm doing my best. I'm going to put up a wall.
Yes!
But no, I think, I mean, it is a third-person shooter. That's what this game is, so I don't think there's a whole lot of other stuff in here. But there are, like, tanker trucks that you can blow up if I can find one.
So you're saying that you shoot dudes
And they die. Yeah.
Okay.
Revolutionary.
she looks kind of like she runs like Blood Rain. Does it feel like Blood Rain at all?
A little bit.
Do,
Yeah, I mean,
do some more slow. That's the move.
it's all
It's a little
Matrixy.
Piano 3
It's
there.
all Matrix and stuff. All right, check this out.
Matrix was
All right,
awesome.
blow that up. This will be the finale here.
There we go.
Nice.
There's actually a gas station I can blow up too. I don't know if you.
I think we're gonna move on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we like to think, when's this game hitting the States? We know about.
They're just saying 2007.
That's next year.
That's a while. It's
a while,
It's like
yeah.
6 months. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be adding anything, changing anything.
Fixing some collision or
Maybe,
some,
maybe they're going to
graphic
put
bugs.
collision on some of the crates. I don't know.
Sure.
But yeah.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brad.
Sure.
And we'd like to
Thanks
thank
for having
the
me.
Shoemaker Clan for watching as well.
Yeah,
But right
thanks,
now,
guys.
standing by, we have Ryan Davis and Carrie Gustos. Ryan Davis, welcome back to the show.
It's good to be back. I took off for a while. I balanced my checkbook. It was cool.
Sweet.
Now I'm back, and I've got every extend extra for the PSP, so never mind this PS1 controller. What are you doing?
I'm just.
You're ruining my demo.
I'm doing whatever I want. I'm doing whatever I want because I can.
Every Extend Extra, this is the new game from Q Entertainment. These are the guys that brought you Medios and Lumines. But originally, they actually didn't develop this game. This started off as a PC freeware game called Every Extend that someone from Q Entertainment saw and said, hey, that's cool. And they contacted the guy and ended up enhancing the game graphically, a lot of just huge production values, and turning it into a PSP game. So we're going to check it out.
I'm wearing my E3 shirt today for two reasons, and one of them is because Every Extend Extra is E3.
That's true. It is there. Or E!
Oh, God.
Can you show me what this game
I'm
is?
going to show you this. So basically,
All right.
this is a shooter, but instead of shooting, you explode yourself, and
Okay.
every time you blow yourself up, it causes a shockwave that then blows up nearby enemies, and then they cause an explosion. So it's all about big chain reactions.
That's like it's kind of like Voodoo Vince, but crazy.
It is. It also, and no one's going to get this, but it also reminds me a lot of the hacking minigame in Miami Vice for the PSP. But
You're right. You're the only one that
that's
gets
it.
that.
No one else is going to understand what I'm even talking about.
So, what are you doing?
So I'm blowing up these little star shapes, and the green ones are giving out point bonuses, which, oh, I ran into that. That's not good. Point bonuses, which every time I hit a certain point plateau, I get another ship that I can explode. Because I only have a finite number of these, so if I am not making good use of these explosions, I'll run out of lives before the level is over.
So tell me, how are the loading times? Is it like,
I haven't really noticed them, honestly.
Okay, cool. So it's just like straight up, get right into action and go for it. Can you play? Is it like good to play on short bursts or?
It is definitely that. I mean, each level is only a couple minutes long in just sort of inherently. There's this phase of each level, and then there is going to be a boss fight, which I'm afraid I'm going to die during here.
That's okay.
Because it's tough. I'm pulling
Do
Brad.
you know what happened? Yeah, you'd be pulling a Brad.
I would be pulling a
Brad
Brad.
did not die.
I know.
Lay
Brad
off.
didn't pull a
Until
Brad.
just after we cut away.
No, he didn't.
I mean, you're right. No, yeah.
No, he didn't.
So questions. Rich, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I got questions.
Yeah, questions here.
I got all that stuff going on. Okay.
A lot of people want to know what if the original version is around at all.
Yes, the original version can actually be downloaded for free. I believe you can even get it from cdetsdownload.com. If you so desire. It's also included in this game, so you can just get every extend just in here.
Regular.
And it
not,
gives you,
not extra.
no extra, just original version. And you kind of get an idea of what they've added, which is a lot.
Ryan Young from Hamilton, Ontario wants to know, does this game feature any crazy J-pop music?
None that I've seen. I've only gotten to like level 7 in the arcade mode, which is what I'm playing right now. And no, it's all been just kind of techno. I mean, it's very reminiscent of the music that you heard in Lumines. So I mean, and that kind of makes sense.
How are the
Would you have
points?
any idea? Wait. Jeff,
Sorry, I'm used to asking
that's
that.
my
Usually-
question.
All right.
Would you have any idea how it would be for someone who's colorblind? Any?
No idea, because the whole art style of the game changes dramatically from level to level.
So it doesn't even look like this on other levels
The
at all?
other levels, like the shapes are all completely different.
about that
I think
gray in the
my-
backgrounds?
no, the backgrounds change just completely. It's that's actually one of the most interesting things about it, and has kind of, I guess, become a hallmark of the Q Entertainment games, is that they always change, like just from level to level in both Lumines and Medio. So this kind of just became something different. Oh, and then I died.
So would you recommend people import this, or I mean, it's coming out in the U.S.
This is coming
so-
out in the U.S. in like Q4. It's the holidays for everyone at home.
Why you gotta steal my
Are
question?
you translating? I'm sorry. Do you have any other questions, Rich?
Actually, a lot of people were wondering, since a lot of people are seeming kind of down on the Luminous 2 getting the real music put in it, I guess. Do you see every extend extra filling a void for them, or?
Yes, I mean, this game, my experience with it so far has been that the gameplay isn't quite as challenging as Lumines or Medios, but it still has that style. The music is still very reminiscent of those games, as is the visuals. I'm actually going to jump into an advanced level here and see if we can give you a view of something else.
Advanced.
By advanced, I mean level 2.
Stage 2?
Yes.
I was just going to call you on that. I'm glad you said that. You picked stage
It's
2.
advanced. It's beyond stage 1.
All right, advanced for you.
Where are you at?
Way
Nowhere.
advanced.
Yo, I'm like
You're
level
stage 0.
13.
Is there any multiplayer?
Yes, there is a multiplayer mode. It's a one-on-one mode where basically there's a giant meteor in the corner of the screen that you try to blast, and you don't see your opponent, but as you hit this meteor, it causes the same meteor on your opponent's screen to grow bigger. So it's kind of a tug of war thing. So this is level 2, and as you can see, this looks completely different.
They're all little bugs.
They're all like little flying bugs instead of little stars. You fight like Japanese characters and gray squares. It changes so radically from level to level. It's actually been one of the things that I've enjoyed the most about playing this game is just getting to see what the next level is going to look like.
Oh,
Cool.
pretty good. We're all stunned into silence. Rich, anything else?
No,
All
let's
right, then
move
we'll
on.
Sure.
All right,
Move
later.
on.
Thanks. You can keep playing that, Ryan Davis. You hang out.
gonna.
I'm going to ask
You
a question
stick it.
right now. How are the achievement points, Jeff?
Oh gosh. Well, let's not answer that. Jeff Gerstmann, you brought a game with you.
I brought a game with me.
I'm doing this one late show style. You brought with you Bomberman X-Zero.
I did.
Now I have to admit I've never played any of the Bomberman games, but from what I know about Bomberman, it's kind of cutesy, cartoony.
Right.
And this dude looks like he.
This ain't your old man's Bomberman,
It's like
Gallop.
Samus's brother or
This is
evil
edgy now.
cousin. Yeah.
For the kids.
Oh.
The next generation of kids, man, they're edgy. There's fire behind him. He's walking. It's crazy. Now look at this here. You
yeah.
create your own Bomberman.
Okay, that says use a female frame though. Is that Bomber woman?
Which I've been known to do. But you can make lady Bombermen
So,
if you want, or
Bomber-
you can make dudes.
Oh, that dude is yoked.
We'll make a dude.
Sure.
And then we'll pick a color. Now, the first thing you might notice is that this dude does not look anything like Bomberman.
Bomberman.
But I can assure you, this is Bomberman.
He looks like the dude with the talking backpack from that IDOS game.
No, you can't assure me that is Bomberman.
It's Bomberman.
I'll give him a little suit here.
Pink.
Hey, look, that's Bomberman, right?
Oh.
No.
All right, well.
I like the rude eye tattoo line scar thing.
And he's got a crazy hand that I presumably is used to drop bombs.
Yeah.
Did you come here just to drop bombs?
I came here just to drop bombs.
Are you dropping beams?
I'm dropping bombs.
What
on
have
your
they done
moms.
to Bomberman, Jeff?
They've made it edgy, and as a result, it looks like a game that was made by like 8 dudes from like the German Amiga demo scene. They're like, yeah, we make the good Bomberman now. Yeah, it's bootleg, but he's very much better.
25K.
He's very good. Exactly. It's 85K.
So what's the game's story?
The game's story is that you blow up stuff. There's no story really per se. Basically, the first option on the menu is multiplayer. So they want you to get online and play this bastardized, horrible
That can be
version
cool.
of Bomberman.
Multiplayer games are good.
Yeah,
I like multiplayer games.
it's awesome when multiplayer games are good.
So you drop a bomb.
So, okay, this is first-person bomber mode. This is the new mode. They have standard mode, which plays more like the old Bomberman.
This isn't first person, man.
Yeah, I know. Pretty awesome, huh? This is
It's a translation thing. Chill, dude. Chill.
Yeah, so they call this first-person bomber mode, but
dude, there's someone
it's
over
very
there.
clearly
You know why?
third-person.
Because you're the first person to play it.
Oh.
Yeah,
And-
no, I
and
played it
only.
online with some people that were in
Get the
Japan.
fire.
And it certainly worked, and now I have hot fire.
Spit the hot
I'm
fire.
gonna spit hot fire over here at the
Oh,
computer.
that dude's totally
character.
getting balloons up. He's done, right?
Smoked.
Oh, he killed himself. Good work, dude.
Yeah, so yeah, it still works like Bomberman, and that's the standard mode looks more like that. It pulls out and shows
That's
you the whole
what
thing,
Bomberman normally
but
looks
it
like.
still looks like ghetto, fake, edgy,
Everything's like, ah!
cyberpunk as seen in 1992.
So what's you're alive. Get to the next stage.
But I don't want to. So to
That's
answer your
pretty
question,
sweet,
Carrie, the
Mom.
points are pretty good. They're relatively easy to get. You get points for like dropping 1,000 bombs, which is pretty easy. You get points for just playing online, but it's like 5 points for each one.
Is there any original Bomberman stuff in this?
As far as I can tell,
Unlockable
no.
character,
As far as I can tell, no.
music?
Nothing unlocks from what I've seen. It's just Bomberman, and they are selling it when it does come out here. They're going to sell it for a somewhat discounted price. It's not going to be $60. So it seems like someone realizes that this game is not a full game.
Did you really fully explain the multiplayer? I don't remember you saying that.
Well, the multiplayer just lets you get on and do exactly this. Oh, that's the other feature of first-person bomber mode is you have a life meter, so one bomb does not kill you. In fact, you can duck to take less damage if you find yourself in a bad situation. The multiplayer works as you would probably expect. You can jump in. I believe it's up to 8 players, and you can create a match, and you can do it either in this dumb first-person bomber mode or the not-quite-as-dumb standard mode. And it gives you options.
You're such a hater, dude.
Hey Jeff, is this game fun?
This is actually, yeah, it's my favorite game.
See, that's better. Doesn't that feel better?
I love this damn game.
Yeah.
It's so rad.
Yes.
All right, I have a question.
Oh gosh.
From Alan Dionarine from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, which is the show me state, apparently.
Yes.
How import-friendly is this game?
I haven't seen any Japanese text at all, but it is coming out in the U.S. at the end of the month. So unless you really want the Japanese version of the game now, which I'm going to just tell you, you don't.
If they do, they can contact you.
and I'll sell them the office copy of the game. No, yeah, it's very import-friendly, provided you have a system that will play it. Of course, it won't run on a U.S. 360. You'll need a Japanese 360 for that. But if you've already,
And like everyone has a Japanese 360.
Anyone who is cool already has a Japanese 360.
Right, exactly.
Then yeah, go ahead and go for it, dude.
One last question, Carrie. Anything? Can we move on?
I mean, people are asking serious questions here.
The fool.
We have questions about Bomberman.
Bomberman is a very serious game, and that's probably the saddest part about it is that Bomberman. There have been plenty of totally amazing Bomberman games. This is not one of them.
Well, a lot of people are asking about the power-ups. Are there power-ups in this game?
The line bomb is in there. You still get the ability to pick up and throw bombs. You do run into kind of the standard Bomberman power-ups as you play.
All right, thank you.
Bomberman, Act Zero, available
Act Zero.
now.
If
Big
you
in
have a
Japan.
Japanese 360.
Thank you, Jeff.
No problem.
Did you just win? What's that guy going?
I
What's he
won
doing?
because the time was running out and the border starts to fill in as time runs out, and dude blew up, so I'm alive.
Good
and
work,
I get
buddy.
to go to the next stage.
You know who's not with us right now?
Who?
Is Ryan McDonald.
Really?
Yeah, he sends the following email. Tim asked me to read this, Ryan. Sorry.
Oh, no, you
He
didn't.
sent us this email at 4 in the morning. I'm unfortunately up at this time, not just due to my jet lag, but because I apparently wasn't careful enough of what I either ate or drank in China. As a result, I'm hella sick to my stomach. I mean bad. But it is not in vain. Ryan McDonald's illness. We appreciate him doing this because you know what he saw in China?
Ryan McDonald is crazy ill.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He got to see Splinter Cell Double Agent.
In China?
Yeah, fully China.
That's hella China.
That's all the way. That's totally China.
That's
yes.
That's banana. That's
Yeah.
China. That's what that is.
It's all kinds of China. Anyway, coming soon to the site, we're gonna have a whole bunch of Splinter Cell Double Agent content, interview, gameplay, direct feed, HD, all that great stuff that we're gonna bring you. Just to make you wait a little longer, here's a teaser. Check it out.
Your biggest weapon is still to be able to sneak around and choose your moments to strike.
The possibilities are exponential.
Sam needs something to be on the edge. He needs something to pull back. Don't be seen. Hide yourself, choose your moments, avoid enemy contact.
Damn, I didn't want to see that.
Stay tuned for a whole bunch of Splinter Cell Double Agent right here on GameSpot. Jeff Gerstmann, this has been a great show.
That was a disembodied Sam Fisher head.
I know.
That's messed up.
Yeah, he will eat you.
Yeah.
He doesn't need the arms. You know my favorite part of when I was gone? I watched the show.
Yeah?
And
What?
I'm glad to be back. What I like, besides the fact that we're like twinsies today, apparently, with the brown and orange, but was this bad boy right here. I was
That's
so
my
jealous.
bubble machine.
Yeah. This thing's awesome. This is the best idea ever.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Here you go, dude.
I hadn't washed my hair in a couple days, so thanks.
Thanks, man. This is this is our new friend, the bubble machine.
Yeah.
And I'd like to thank you for introducing it and taking one for the team like that.
Yeah,
Here, you hold
that's-
on. You can hit me with it later.
All right.
All right. Just to be fair.
Yeah, okay,
All right,
fair
cool.
enough.
All right, sweet. Do you know one of the things that you guys did not do and why I hit you with the bubbles like that?
What's that?
Is because you did everything like perfectly, except you did not give away the EA water bottles that we jacked from EA.
I
To
could-
the extent there were
empty?
massive posts about these in the forums.
Wait, they're empty.
They're empty.
We're not going to send full water bottles. You
What
kidding
kind of
me?
giveaway is that?
What do you think? What do you think? You fill it with your own water. It's just
Yeah.
it's just tap water. The fact
But when
is
you fill it with your own water, like the water becomes, it's like holy water.
Yeah,
Only it's like
it
EA.
be- it
so
becomes
it's like
EA water.
you drink it, and like sports games are awesome.
yeah, exactly. Like NHL 07.
Exactly.
Yeah, actually, you don't need water because that game is just pretty much awesome on its own.
All right.
But yeah, we gave them away. We asked a really hard trivia question. It was like hit question 3, then A, and hit submit. I think was the question.
And it took us like 3 weeks to get winners for
Yeah,
that. So.
but the two people who did it fastest were Juan Guzman of Virginia and Matt Aycock of North Carolina.
Yeah, VA.
And the Carolinas actually represented in force here in our studio audience. So
Which is
congratulations.
why I'm gonna say Virginia's for suckers, y'all.
You'll each
Yeah.
be getting 2 empty EA water bottles in the mail, and no one drank out of these. I just emptied them because the postage would be a lot cheaper for us. Who wants to send water?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's and sending water's dangerous.
Have you ever had Virginia water, though, man?
If either of you guys want San Francisco water, give us a shout. I'll fill it up for you. Tape it down. But we're giving away some more loot this week.
We got more stuff?
We got more stuff.
All right.
We're giving away stuff. We got the first thing we're going to give away here is this Logitech Harmony Advanced Universal Remote 880 Pro. It does a lot of stuff. It's got buttons. Our friends at Voom hooked us up with it, so we're giving away Sizz Voom in there, Gameplay HD. And the way you win a prize here on the Spot is you have to be a paid subscriber, and you'll see the trivia tab up next to the player there. Click that. Choose question number 1 in the drop-down right now, and prepare to answer this multiple guess question as quickly as possible. You ready, Jeff?
Yeah, all right.
Sweet. The question is, who is the baddest Universal Soldier?
Is that bad meaning bad or bad meaning good?
It means baddest. You like that picture, by the way? That's a sweet
great picture.
Isn't
That remote looks awesome.
The question is, the answers are Van Damme, Goldberg, Dolph Lundgren, or Tiny Lister.
Oh, man.
That's both Universal Soldier and Universal Soldier: The Return.
Yeah.
Not the 2 made-for-TV ones that were like on Showtime or HBO.
Yeah,
or
those
something.
don't count.
Those are garbage.
Yeah.
But yeah, answer that question. First person to get it right won themselves this remote. And that's one of the things like we'll argue after the show who was the baddest Universal Soldier.
Okay.
Cool.
It's not. All right, no, I won't give it away, but
It's not
I know who it's not.
It's not Tiny Lister.
I don't know, dude.
It's okay.
That dude was Zeus.
He was Zeus.
Zeus!
All right, we have another prize we're giving away right now. You guys had Guitar Hero on during the show.
Yeah.
And gave away guitars. So we're going to give away another guitar right here, which is not affiliated with Guitar Hero.
It's like a bootleg
Kinda.
guitar.
It's the wireless guitar. You may have read the reviews about it online.
Who gave you that guitar?
The folks at James U Hardware gave it to me. Same guy who gave me the remote, I think, told me to give it away. So this is a wireless guitar that is compatible with Guitar Hero. So if you would like that, you answer this question. Choose question number 2 on the drop-down and prepare to answer. Bill S. Preston Esquire and Ted Theodore Logan are in the band called A, Wild Stallions, B, Wild Stallins, C, Wild Stallions, or D, Mild Scallions.
I think I know this one.
Do you?
Yeah.
You do? Cool. Answer that one because it's a guitar thing.
Dude.
Right.
It's wireless guitar. You
Yeah,
like
it's a
air
wireless guitar.
I
It's
think the
like-
box. What's the box
Yeah.
say about air guitar? What's it say?
This is the best part about it, and I mean that. I mean that. Air guitar just got sicker. Yes! Finally! Because air guitar wasn't sick enough before.
I don't know what this means, but this is awesome. This says, you can't read it, it says noodle with your poodle. Trademark.
It's trademark. They trademarked the phrase noodle with your poodle.
Noodle with your poodle. Poodle.
gross.
So,
Is that kind of dirty?
That's
That's a
yeah.
little gross.
Those are the prizes. We gave them away. Jeff Gerstmann, you know we got a bunch of stuff going on right now on the site?
Really?
Yeah, we do.
I was doing like a part of your job for the last couple weeks, so I kind of slept
The
a lot.
E3 DVD is out. If you are a paid subscriber,
Okay.
it is free online right now. Download it, get it.
All right.
Free. HD, burn it onto the DVD, watch it, it'll be great. Tournament TV tomorrow, Counter-Strike. You in? You can be there? You want to hang out?
Counter-Strike? I don't know, dude.
Okay, maybe we'll get Ryan instead.
That game's pretty violent.
Button mashing on Tuesday.
Okay.
Next Tuesday, we have a second episode of Button Mashing Season 2. The THQ Juiced video contest, Win a Car, is going on right now. The voting stage is happening, so if you want to win a PSP, find that on the PSP Hub or the Juiced page, Juiced Luminary, actual game space.
Okay.
Vote for video, you can win a PSP. And GameSpot's second movie is on Xbox Live Marketplace right now.
Yeah,
It's,
that's right. It did appear. Yes,
It's the highlights of our E3 of our EA show.
Right.
And unfortunately, the sad news that we have to wrap the show up with is that Carrie Goosecoast, if you haven't heard, it's her last episode here with us on the spot because she's moving on to bigger and better things.
Oh.
Carrie, you're not getting killed with the trivia robot. You get flowers. Hope you don't mind. Thank you for being here with us for the last year. It's time is too short, but moving on to bigger and better things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate your frankness.
I wasn't going to say exactly what I'm doing, but I'm going on to make video games. So
Congratulations.
So thank you. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. You're the best. You're the best.
You're the best. You got flowers.
Thanks.
If I leave, do I get flowers?
Yes.
All right, I'm out of
Everyone
here.
leaves gets flowers and killed by the tree robot unless you carry. But that's going to do it for this show. We'd like to thank you all for watching. We'd like to thank EA for stopping by with NHL 07. You can shoot me with it if you want. It's okay. We'd like to thank LucasArts for stopping by with Star Wars. We'd like to thank the crew for doing a fantastic job. We'd like to thank the Shoemakers for being here. We'd like to thank Carrie Goosecoast for all her time here at GameSpot. And we'll catch you next week right here on the spot. This is terrible. Oh, gosh.
Your face is kind of wet, dude.